Hello traders, I'm releasing a new strategy called line breaker. It's a similar strategy to what I have before in the big breaker, but essentially it's a momentum strategy designed to trade this breakout of these lines. So let me demonstrate this to you. I used yesterday's day, 8:22. So let me run it so you see how it opens and where it opens. So it's currently loaded on 2 minutes. See, so we had a rising trend line, we had a break to the downside with close below. It opened short, but it immediately took it out. So essentially that's what the strategy does. This was another short. This was to the long right here. Was a little bit weird, but anyways, it was there. So there are two strategies currently. One is this line break, another one is stealth mode. Stealth mode is like we would have a stealth mode right here. It's very similar, but it's a little bit different. You'll be able to notice it. Maybe I'll explain it later, but you don't have to use it if you can just uncheck it. So we have see, so it places stop loss at the high or low of the signal bar, and it uses take profit, the one that you specify. So you can test it out yourself which ones you want to use for, which one works better for 2 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute time frames. So you see it took all these trades, and let me reload it and change the settings. We can include, so it would only take trades according to the higher time frame. So we would go to HTF filter, we would specify time, which is 3 minutes, and strength 1, 2. On primary we have strength of a trend line set to 1. On HTF we'll have it set it to 2, and it will only open trades. Now let me change another settings. Open a stealth mode. Stealth setup is a similar setup, but it's a little bit different one. But I will enable it. So let's run the course. And see, so it took this short because we still had a short trend line on the higher time frame. Okay. So you would like it took this short, but this is a stealth setup. See, the trend line sets up on this bar, and like as soon as it sets up, and there was supposed to be another trend line here, it's just not written here, but you would see it right here. So that's where it takes to the downside. So this was a stealth setup, but stealth setup does not go according to the higher time frame trend line. currently. I may change it later. But anyways, so let's keep on going. So this was a short setup. See, we had a rising trend line. We have a break over this trend line, and higher time frame confirms the trend line to the downside, trend to the downside. So you're able to filter out by higher time frame or by system indicators that I have here in place. I will go over them in a moment. There is a lot to cover. So see it break to the downside, and we still have a downside trend line. So it didn't open, like it didn't open to the loans right here or uh, whatever. Yeah, so it's making sure it opens according to the trend line on a higher time frame. Now this was to the long because see the trend line still to the long, but it's because we haven't. I might later change it to make sure if it's long, the price will be above the long, but currently right now that's what it is. It was a yeah. You just have to test it out which one is better, and I find that this works good so far. Now this was to the short, but this was a stealth setup. If I'm Yeah, see, it was a stealth, short stealth. So this was a stealth setup. It didn't work, but it just it just by the tick, you know. So let's go over some of the setups. Let me see if there's going to be a long setup. Okay, see, so this was break to the long, and we had a long trend line here. So that's one way to filter out your trades. Another way to filter out your trades is by having the system filters like uh, momentum flat level, which means essentially is this, like if like zero line is a flat, okay, the higher the number, the more momentum there is. So we can filter out flat by this number. So if it says like 20, it means don't take trades if it's going to be minus 20 or like or more than minus 20. So you only take trades plus 20 plus or minus 20 minus. So don't we're avoiding this chop within this 20 percent zone. I mean 20 level zone. The the other way to filter out is by using stochastic filter, and we let me change it. That in stochastic filter, it just it's a default settings, and we're saying that for loans it needs to be above 20. Like if it's below 20, it means there is a momentum. We're not gonna try to open loan in a very high momentum. So momentum, I mean open loans only if it's above 20. Same thing for shorts. We'll only open shorts when it's below 80. So another way to filter out trades by ATR filter is that if you put max ATR level 35, minimum ATR, so that also filters out your trades. Like if it's market is really volatile, then you're using this max number. But if it's like really slow, like in the morning, like I find it, because it also affects your profit target. So I find it that like 7 or 8 has to be minimum for to effectively hit the profit target. So if this is lower, your profit target probably should be lower. And this low high filter is when close has to be below the low or high or higher than the previous high. So in this case, um, this was our trade. See, this close is above the high of this previous one. So this would have been the trade, but yeah, but not all of them are like that. Sometimes your loan is not like right. Sometimes loan is not higher than the previous high or lower bar. So that's just that little filter. And you also, like right now, we can also, like this is a max line distance and this is a minimum line distance. That's when close happens. Let's see, like this is 93 and the line is 89, so that's like 3 points. So we're saying like we're filtering out that the minimum should be minimum close above trend line should be 3 and max points from close to the trend line should be 30. So that's one way for you to filter out whether it's a like really strong breakout or very minor breakout. I find that if it's like really, you don't want to do like really big candle because it tends to retrace a lot. And also you are able to use a runner. That would be like two trades. Like you can use more trades. I mean, you may enter more positions. So you would enter, let me just do this. You would just position size here, then you would use runner and position size 1, and I'm targeting a higher profit target. And the way I liked it is that I want to set break even, and you currently the way you select break even when the price and close is over this amount. So this is currently for a primary for this trade. For runner, if you just only use a runner, so it still needs a little bit more work in my opinion, but let's test it out. but this is only for the runner. So I mean, this is for primary, this is for the runner, and I set break even like that. And I also have to change this. No, actually, this is right. If you're using, yeah, I think this is how it's supposed to be. Well, no, actually, no. If you're using runner, then you need to specify entries per direction to 2. So let's have to start over. Okay, so it opened 2 trades, but this was a loser immediately. See, it opened 2 trades. One is take profit 40, another one is 80. So we're gonna see, it took those 2 trades. It didn't demonstrate the break-even part, but maybe it will on the next one. Okay, yeah, this is let's see. Um, but technically, if this bar closes and we still have take profit somewhere here, see, it moved to the break even because it's waiting on the close of the bar. So that's how that works. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys.